Okay, so basically, I just want to show you guys how to manage your risk. Sincerely speaking, if you are trading and you don't know how much you are going to be losing, especially, or how much you are going to be winning in that trade, it's gambling. You are gambling, right? And sincerely, you don't want to gamble in forex, because if you gamble in forex, you make money today and you lose it tomorrow. I know a lot of us might have had that experience. So what you are risking is very important, right? And it also brings you to capital preservation. This helps you to know when to stop trading so that your account will not get blown. So the reason why a lot of you blow your account, the reason why a lot of people blow their account, is because they are trading without knowing what they are losing, right? So I'm going to be sharing my screen now, and if you can see my screen, you can also let me know. So, and I'm going to, first of all, one of the ways you can like know what you are risking in a trade is by using this calculator. So there's this calculator called FX calculator. Let me start. So there's this a calculator called FX calculators. So can everybody see this calculator? This app is an app. Sorry, you guys can see the app, right? Can you guys see the app? Can you guys see the app? Guys, I'm not talking to myself on this call, so please, let's be together here. Can you guys see the app? FS calculator. This is the app. So in this app, once you have this app and you want to check how to calculate your risk, all you need to do is you click on, you can download it from your Play Store or your App Store, right? When you download it, you come and click on profit and loss, right? Now guys, take note, you don't have to do this calculation. Like me, I don't do this calculation anymore. I don't have to like keep doing it over and over again. I already know what I'm risking per trade according to the Excel. But for you guys that are new, right? When like for example now, this forex, this trade I dropped on the Forex Stars. This trade is called what's the name of the trade? It is called, they say you should buy GBP now, right? Two things that are very important here is one, three things that are important. One is your position size. What's your position size? Lot size. So when you want to trade, you have what they call 0.01, 0.02, and all that. You put this lot size that you are going to be using for that trade. You put it. Then your entry price, very important. Most times when it like this trade that was given now, they didn't give a an entry price. But when how would I now know what the lot size is? All I need to do is come here. If you look at this trade now, if you look at GBP JPY beneath it, you see that you can see 192.406. This is what is going to show you the price, your entry price. That's the buying price, asking price in the market, right? So, but this trade is already gone too far, very far. For this one now, the entry was around 192.790. I've already put it here before you guys came. And the exit price, what's the exit price? For this one, the exit price is the stop loss, right? The exit price is the stop loss. So I put the exit price there. Now, for me, I want to use 0.05. If I use 0.05 and I take this trade, they are telling me that I'm going to lose $23, right? So you see the net profit beneath $23, I'm going to lose. Now, if I want to know my TP, what am I going to make in this trade if I take it? I come back to what's the TP one? 193.200. 193.200. So now this is trying to tell me that with 0.05, I will make $13 in this trade. So what me I prefer is you guys should check the stop loss. Right now, looking at this trade now and see that okay, if I take the trade, I'll lose $23. But if I want to make the money, I'll make $13. Then within myself, I would not know if I want to take it or not. Guys, take note, this thing is very important. This is for 0.05. Most people start with 0. You can start with any lot size of your choice. Is it 0? If it's 0.01, I'll make $2. If 0.02, I'll make $5. Can you guys see how the price is changing? 0.03 and so on and so forth. This shows you what you will make. Same thing, exit price for stop loss and 192.050. I'm going to be losing $14. Guys, this thing is very important. I hope you guys are following so that it doesn't mean that I'm talking to myself. And also, if you have any question, you can drop it on the chat box. I'm going to like reply you guys when I am done, right? So this is basically, so let's go and do another example. Let's take some of the example from the trade that was dropped in the group today. Let's say, let me look for the Alpha on Boto's trade. Good. Now this trade was called. From this trade, it gave us our entry and it gave us our stop loss. What the first thing you want to do is zoom in. Okay, the entry is 27. Okay, first I'll go to there. I'll click on profit and loss. The account currency is USD. If I'm trading with euro, I'll change it from here to euro or any one of my choice, even though it's pounds. Even if it's pounds you are using and all that. For me, I'm using USD. Then the financial instrument, I'm going for XAU USD. Now this time is XAU USD. I put in XAU USD. So the trade is a buy trade, right? Yes. How did I know it's a buy trade? The stop loss is beneath. That means our professional trader has said, okay, this trade is going to buy. But if it doesn't buy, we will take our loss at 27.42. So our entry price at that point, and now I want to use 0.0, let's say 0.05 lot size. Then my entry price I know is 2756.433. Then my exit price, which is now my stop loss. Make sure we always start with stop loss. It's very important. Why? Because you whatever you are losing, it is better like you are preserving your account, because if you blow up your money in the financial market, how do you come back again the next day to make it up? It is when you have money you are able to lose and come back. But if you just trade and trade and trade and you lost your account, you just be in the group seeing people making money the next day. You cannot make because you don't have any money again. So that's why you need to always be sure of your lot size and don't gamble with your account. So 2742, right? 2742 point 0.056. So guys, can you see? If I take that trade and it went into loss, I would have lost $71. I'd have lost $71, right? Now, notice that this trade, it doesn't give SL, it doesn't give TP. At that point, and I say, okay, if I'll be losing $71, I should be able to make at least $100, right? Then I'm not going to like, okay, let me put my 0.01 at, let me say, okay, I'll open 2 position or 3 position in this trade, and the first one will be 0.01, and I want to use my TP to be 27, let me say 50 pips, right? That's 27.61. So I'll make I'll make $4 in this first one. So if I'm doing it times 5, I'll make $22. Now, don't forget is aiming at 100 pips. So that means to say I can say 27 for my 27.66. So I'll be making $47, right? But don't forget, if I have to open it at different positions, I now know that I'll make more money. But at least I know what I'm trading. I know where it's going to take me to. I know if I should take this trade at the end of the day or not. Don't always be so in a hurry to enter a trade. Always be sure of what you are risking, right? Same thing, like there's no trade that you cannot calculate. Most times when Pluto's gives a trade, Pluto's we give you I'm looking for Pluto's trade. Pluto's is ahead. They are going to give you the entry point When you have the entry point like this, it's easier for you to just copy it. But if you don't have the entry point, just go to your MT5 and get, like, let's say XAU USD. When you click on the trade and click on trade, if you can, you guys see this price 2731.10. It's moving, it's not going to wait for you, but it gives you an idea of what your entry price is. It is now this entry price you are now going to put here. You put it here, the entry price, that's what you put here, 2731, I guess so. Yeah, that's what you put here. And your exit price, don't forget your exit price, either your TP or your SL, right? You first start with your SL. Why? Because most times when a trade is given, right, you won't break loss, but most times we break even. So what break even means is that you are cutting your profit, you are taking some profit, right? So sometimes when you calculate your profit, instead of you making maybe $50 in that trade, maybe as after the trade has run like 30 pips, you cut some profit. You no longer get $50 in that trade. But you see your loss is very important, just like I've said, so that you not go and blow your account. And most times, guys, there's something that I have here that I pinned to the group that I always want you guys to look out for. Oh, I don't know where it is. Yes, this is it. So this thing is very important. So when a trade is given and they said, okay, you have calculated that trade now. Let's say I wanted to take Kocha fast trade 2756, right? And I want to put my TP at and the SL is 2742, right? And okay, and I want to take this trade and I want to use 0.01. So I'm seeing that I'm losing $14 and my account is $50. That's way I already know that I can't take that trade. Do you understand? That means I can't take that trade if my account is $50 because from this chart, this is, you don't have to follow this, so you don't have to, but it's just like a guide to help you not to trade anyhow, right? From this chart, it's showing that you should not lose more than 8 to $10 per trade, right? So if you did this and you saw that, oh, I'll be losing $14 in this trade, I don't think I want to risk my account like that. There are people that like to risk it like that. There are people that once they have $50, they trade until they lose that $50. But that's still like gambling, right? But for this one, you have to take calculated risk. And in part of that calculated risk is the fact that you shouldn't trade just anyhow. I hope I have done justice to this part. I'm also trying to look for any other one that, yes, yeah. So if just like I said, if the entry price is given, you put it. But if the entry price is not given, you can get your entry price um from your MetaTrader 5. I hope everything I said is clear. So if you have any question, you can drop it and I'll I'll take your questions now, guys. Ask your question so that, no, it's not compulsory. I've said so, it's not compulsory. You don't have to do this. I don't do this anymore. Yes, if you want to get your actual price, entry price is very important. You notice that I keep changing my exit price. My exit price can either be my stop loss or my take profit, but my entry price is very, very important. Entry price is always very important because that's why you notice Pluto's give entry price, but some traders doesn't give, right? But and how do you know it? Just like I said, you go to your your MetaTrader 5, the asking price, that's this price on your left, right, for a buy. But for a sell, this is it. Like, these prices are very important, basically. So, any other question? Okay, the pips is there's actually I have a way. What's Yes, if you don't put the currency pair, sometimes if you don't even put the currency pair, you can't get. You have to put the currency pair. You have to put everything on the You have to put your what are they calling it? Your the currency you are trading with. You have to put the currency pair you are trying to calculate. You have to put your your lot size, the lot size you want to use. There's another one called position size. That one you just put your let's say XAU USD, then your account balance, let's say $100. How much are you risking in that trade? Most times we say this one, you see this three dotted line at the right, you click on it and put either you want to calculate your risk in percent or amount. But most times I advise you calculate it in amount and say you want to risk $10. You see at every point they will ask you for your entry price. So 27.32. Yeah. I mean 27.56. And my stop loss for that trade was 27.42. So the results will show that this standard lot, the one you should be looking at is standard lot, and it's showing me 0.0017. That means to say, if I want to lose $10 and my stop loss is 27.42, I will lose. I can't take this trade because the least loss size in forex is 0.01. But at this point, you can now decide to say, okay, since it's 0.0, it's not far-fetched. I can now use 0.01, but I will lose more than $10. I hope you guys understand it. And how do I count the pips? The currency numbers are always different. Gold can be this and BTC can be this. So yes, to calculate them is also different, right? For gold, I have a calculation for that already. I'll show you what's the proposed profit per day and loss per day. So just like I said, this is like, I think where did I? This one is just like, it's not compulsory you use this, but I think this helps you. I don't even know where it is again. Yeah, this is it. So this helps you. This showing you that, okay, don't make more than 10% of your life. Don't lose more than 10% of your account a day. Sincerely, don't lose more than 10% of your account. If you stick to 10%, you can't trade 10 trade and lose all your accounts. Do you understand? It's when you don't stick to 10% is like the maximum. If you are doing 20%, maybe you are a high risk taker. Another thing, you want to know the kind of risk taker you are. Are you a high risk taker, a medium risk taker, or low risk taker? Or you definitely don't want to be trading and you are scared. It's not good. Right? You don't want to be trading and you are scared. What are you like? You don't want to give yourself hypertension before your time, right? So there's no proposed right, but we just give advice because most people can be newbies, right? But there's no really like a proposed stuff for anybody to use. People flip account, right? You can see somebody with $50 flipping to 1,000, but overall, you need to know how much you are risking. The entry price, what happens to the entry price? How can we know the exact one? So the market will never wait for you, right? Ewatomi, what is just price is your this thing is all going to be around that. Your inflation will be all around, right? So right at the market is 34.78. Doing my calculation, yeah, right? But the market will never wait for you. Market is moving. So your own is just to pick the real price that is there, quickly do your calculation and take your trade. Thanks God for this trade. My question is, in a situation where they say buy now without giving an entry, do you need to calculate first before placing the trade, or you place the trade and calculate? So just like I said, you are new, so you might have to like start be calculating. But for somebody like me, I no longer calculate. I already know for these pips, I already know what lot size to use, right? But when I started to, I did not used to know like that. I don't used to know. So you can't be calculating after you have taken the trade. You want to calculate before taking the trade, because you don't want to go and take a trade now And when you calculate, you see that your calculation doesn't rhyme with what you have already taken. So you want to take the trade, you want to calculate before taking the trade. But note that when you have done it like once, twice, or 3 times, even 4 times, like continuously, or with, you can even practice some of these things on demo. You will not have to you will not have to calculate anymore. So yeah. So there's a way I calculate pips. So for Ola, so I used to use my calculator. I think I have where I wrote it. Yeah. So if you can see this, I said for crypto slash indices. Let me be sure you seen it. Can you see it, Mr. Ola? Ola D Tech. Can you see it? Ola Tech, can you see it? Okay, good. Now I did a calculation here. I said for crypto and indices. What are indices pairs? In order, they are indices pairs. So it is calculated the same way. You can screenshot this if you like. I say to get the stop loss in pips, you are giving 96,000 for your BTC. 96,000 is your entry price, and your 94.5 is your stop loss. Your surplus price. If you do that, you are going to have 1.5. Now, that's your SL in pips is now 1.5 pips, which is for crypto is 1,500 pips. But if you, which is the equivalent of 150 pips in currency, right? So when you have it 150, 1.5, you will now, to get what the lot size to use for that trade, you will now do your risk amount divided by your stop loss in pips. It's the same thing with what I just did now, right? It's the same thing. The difference is that that one doesn't give you pips. This one does, right? And I feel that might be easier because it's like a calculator. You don't have to do so much. You just go and impute, right? Same thing. I said to get your take profit, you just need minus your entry price from your TP, right? And all that. So I've done this before. This is how me. I most times, in short, while I was learning a lot, this was how I learned how to calculate my stop loss, but it's my pips. But now by mere seeing it, I will know how. Because for gold, gold is not calculated like normal currency pair. So when you see 27.35 to 27.36, for normal pair should be like 1 pips or so. But in gold, it has 10 pips already. That's 10 pips. 27.35 to 27.36, that's 10 pips in gold, right? So if you have 27.35 to 27.45, that's 100 pips. So they are not the same, but they can always be calculated. Bye.